Okay, y'all. Let me give a free read real quick. While it's on my mind and I'm in the energy, I was just sitting here, right, y'all. I'm actually working right now. I just took a break, and I got a couple of these videos in my feed that I kept brushing off. Uh, but here we are, y'all. So this young lady was talking about her Kenneka's mom, and y'all, this is all alleged. This gonna be a free read. Let's listen to what let's listen to what y'all input on this, and then I'm gonna give y'all.
Okay, and on the live, she was pregnant, and a lot of people in the comments was basically saying that was fake and this and that. Let me just say this before I start this video. I do not question.
So this is Charlotte Stewart. I think I'm gonna put the video in the description.
Relationships with God, okay?
So I'm gonna skip
this was a big story, and I remember it like yesterday that it was just all over the place.
Okay.
You know, people got our clothes. I never got this and this and that, and just turn it off like a light and take the money and go. So at this point, you made a decision not behind you anymore because I never got a phone, I never got our clothes, I never got this and this and that, and you also had a lot of people that was behind you.
Okay, so like when I first saw this, I also felt how this young lady felt. But I always cause I'm energetic, like I always read and analyze people, like their behaviors. I see how they act when they talk, and I always felt like her mom was sincere. Believe it or not, I feel like her mom is being targeted. That was like a fuck with, excuse my French, a mess with her mama gig like that. And she may have felt this is a read, y'all, free read, y'all psychic detective. This lady, whoever is in her alliance, I can't tell you who. I'm not that so Raven. Like I just tell you, that person and her energy that's tied to this organization, y'all, we allegedly Brotherhood, that has like high ranking, because this targeted individual was about targeting people for for allegedly certain people genetics. So this was confirmation when this happened around the KJ, the other KJ, because they do things symbolically. When the other KJ, who I just realized is unrelated to Kendrick Johnson, y'all, this.
And these people were not
Hear me out.
behind you anymore because at the same time you decided to just turn it off like a light and take the money.
It's not that she turned around. This like I said, I once felt like this, but I always felt like I said this always. As a matter of fact, this is what I used to say when people would bring up this topic. That lady don't even know it. Now I don't know why. I don't even know these people, but I feel like this lady didn't know she would play, and at this point, I'm feeling like she want to say that and can't say that. Niggas played me, fuck with my daughter to piss me off, cause they do that to me. They fuck with my daughter to piss me off.
You made a decision that is taking.
When I come online, see, look, they allegedly, the alliance that she tied to may have tried to scare her straight to not bring this to media, because we are the media, we are the world. We change things as a media as one, allegedly, right? So she thought she was getting justice because they may have told her like this lady said, I'm just coinciding with what she's saying. They promised her justice for her daughter as if they knew exactly what happened, when they really allegedly knew what really happened to her, and made her deter her really feelings about what really happened about the organs. She thought her friends did it. The friends did it. They this is how they allegedly, the Brotherhood, this is how they work, because I see how they play in my life and my older daughter's life when she's out socializing with friends, fake friends, and allegedly Boys and Girls Club that's trying to move up the ladder with patches, It's alleged. I believe this lady didn't know. And for people to say we can't make it one, because then they would say she didn't fight, nothing for her daughter. She actually at this point probably felt like she was being played, just didn't have proof yet. Like, man, pay me my motherfucking that. And now people like, you're money hungry bitch, this is her royal daughter. The fuck? She need more. Hold up, let's get going.
Don't get me wrong, I always say this.
Because I believe she didn't realize. I'm sorry, y'all. I just keep feeling that brotherhood alliance. Like, as if maybe she did know that of these people are being corrupt. It's a free read, y'all. But like I said, she just didn't know, which means she had no parts of it. I just feel like that. I feel like she was targeted. Her baby and her share the same genetics. Don't disregard these people tactics, y'all, and make it like it's regular people. They tried to make it like it was the friends. They tried to make it this is the same tactics they used with so many cases. They did this with my friend. Blamed it on her friend she was with that night. And then had the nerve to tell me, who didn't know who the fuck she was with. Because she, from what I knew, she was going to an all-white party. No diddy. So I definitely don't know them. I don't know none of those people that I wasn't even invited to, bitch. They did this with Boo. Then they played, because it's their tactic. They did this. This was my confirmation that the brotherhood allegedly did this to my friend that has the same name, meaning like Kenneka. That also, the same situation played out similar. With the shoe shit, they had it on the news. That shit scared me straight. When my friends told me to look at the news, because I didn't know what happened to my friend. She dodged me. They used the same story with this girl. Thank you, Nene, baby, I love you. Listen, they used the same story with this girl. Because we were supposed to go out to take the baby somewhere. Instead, she chose to go with those friends, y'all. Yeah. See, people don't want to hear that truth, though. They did the same shit with this girl. Except the friends and the mama had nothing to do with it. I'm positive. Because this is targeted and strategic targeting.
We need it, but at the same time, you have to be careful picking money over your family.
No petty shit. They petty shit is expensive.
Praying that she get it together, whatever, is going on with her. I can't say
At this point, allegedly, she's feeling like the people that had control of the locks and the cameras and stuff played her too. This is a free read. This is alleged, y'all.
She found out what happened to her daughter, because at this point, I feel like just let this.
I got like goosebumps.
Okay, hugs and love. Y'all be blessed.
See, look, everybody feeling like. I mean, it's normal. Like the ladies, this is what y'all saying. She sacrificed her daughter. Oh no. These guys do this. They took the energy of her mama, however they made it play, right? And used it against her. And said, tell her, how dare you be money hungry. I gotta turn my light out. We got a couple guys behind. We got a couple guys just decided to pull up on me back here. Hey, last time I talked about baby. So I'm definitely doing this one for Kenneka. Let me turn this around and my baby Nene, right? Because last time I talked about my friend and Kenneka in the video, boy, they had me put the fuck out. And look, they already trying to put me out this place too, covertly. But I caught them in the wings, so now I guess they not evicted me no more. Isn't that some shit, y'all? To the ones who've been watching me. And they in this next house. They been in here all day. They moved the Mexican guy. They kicked them out. The Mexican family that they had. Here go the plug, y'all. They had these folks messing with me. Embarrassed them, put them out, all that. Had investigators over there. Something happened allegedly in the house. Big scenes, not just so they could surveillance in this house, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all, this is why people need to know about this, because sometimes we think that allegedly personal things happening amongst friends and people we know, when it really be these fuck boys playing all of us, your friends, on each other, even the ones getting the money. Because how I see this, they played that lady. And this is just my feelings, y'all. This is just my opinion. Sometimes it don't matter, but it matters to me to say this right now. Like, I could be anywhere in the world and I'm supposed to be working, but I wanted to do this. another sacrificial limb of a deed for myself. Because look, I show the brotherhood boys how you sacrifice yourself. This is how my ancestors did it. Allegedly they sacrifice others to get energy off them when you supposed to amplify your own energy, bitch. See, they don't know that. My ancestors, they hid that type of knowledge from them when they was studying them, when they was being nosy, pretending that, hey, this is a legend, when they was pretending to befriend them, when they gave them the resources. Because my ancestors knew nobody owned the land owned us, bitch. We needed to breathe. So hey, hurry up and take the source you need. It doesn't belong to me. But see, look, these people act like they forgot that we all the same. No matter how, see, look, you could be up, you could be down. They know this truth. That's why they keep most of us low vibration. To even think that a mother, think about it, to think that a mother would want to do that to her child. This how that program operates. They turn us against each other, y'all. That's why you gotta hug more of your brothers, your real brothers. No alliance. Your blood brothers you was born with, your cousins, your friends that don't see this. This should be an eye opener to even them who in this organization. Like, why are you guys biased and cubicle to who you can do what to with? Isn't that annoying? Aren't you annoyed that you live like that? See, a lot of us see through the veil. A lot of us see through all of these tactics. A lot of us notice this, like, not just what I mean is from a high perspective, elite people that could say, hey, y'all, we got enough money to put enough petitions together to shut this program down. It's to that point, allegedly. And cases like Kenneka Jenkins and Shanika Wagner, it will never go away when you got people like me that's gonna speak for them when it's time to speak. Like right now, I'ma speak for them. And that girl was targeted, y'all. I've been feeling like it for a long time, but definitely confirmation with how stuff playing out in my life and seeing how that shit played out for Lil Mama. I gave y'all story time and told y'all how I won't even give this hotel, this resort, this nice beautiful resort name, because it's not even the businesses, y'all. I like to say that a lot when I speak about targeting and gangstalking, because these people give these corporations bad names. Yeah, because some of them be for the people, but then they corrode it with their tactics and their policies, and so they able to just fuck with people financially like they do people on the list, taking them through exercises to stimulate their brains in a way they could get results that they want. And that's a danger to society, man. That's disgusting. If nobody want to admit nothing, that's disgusting behavior, guys. Yeah, I'm speaking for all the chosen ones that's been targeted. Yeah, I'm speaking for all the guys that want to hang out in these lodges and feel like they better than people. I'm speaking for all y'all, babe. It's okay with what they'll do to me, y'all. That's fine. See, this spiritual girl know that our deeds are powerful. So when you come into an alliance with someone like that and go against someone like that, that's on your karma. That's on your aura. And I know that. I live like that. So it's like you could come to me with a pit bull. Like that pit bull I had to walk up to doing my order today. He wagged his tail. It's all about energy. They smell it. The angels is what I mean. The angels smell your corruption. So it's on you. Imagine passing over like this for the brotherhood, right, y'all? Imagine this is a comic book, y'all, for YouTube. It's an animated comic book. Imagine passing over, doing all the deeds you done, and you come into the paths of your ancient ancestors that you said passed down this alliance to you and showed you the blueprint, and you just see a picture of them. Son, you failed us, and I failed you, all that type of shit. And it's just like, where's your body? It's just some deformed type of spiritual, a different spiritual realm type of look, and you look over and see my ancestors and me with grapes. Like, what the fuck? It's like, do you want to have all the riches and wealth and grapes here have it. Show those angels that can smell it, like the dogs and the hounds that can smell your certain auras, like the babies that can smell it, right? Allegedly, y'all. This is comic book. Imagine those angels that you're gonna end up coming into contact with, whether they alien angels, allegedly, and they smell it on you and say, Well, just see the aura field on you and say, yours is a different color than them. Then you look to your right and remember me. Oh, because this face you're going to remember. Never forgot, bitch. My ancestors taught us that for a reason. You look over and see that face. Oh, God, that's the one that I took everything from. That's the person I flat her tires. Oh, my God, that's the one you know? You remember your brotherhood. They're nowhere around because guess what? You come in by yourself and you leave alone, bitch. None of those people that you forefathers with, bitch. You going back to the lineage. No matter how much you fabricated it, you going back to your lineage, whether you have a different aura color. I speak for these brotherhood boys to help them transcend. So it's all about the angels in the realm that protect me even from them. They folks protect me from them. Like, oh God, I can feel it in the air when situations happen and it's just like, boom, go that way, you good, and then see them in the wind. Oh yeah, the drones, if they want to release the footages, you'll see situations. These people really are setting up in people's lives, y'all, because it comes down allegedly to the genetics. This program, this organization is deep into harvesting allegedly organs, y'all. This, I'm not telling you it's factual. This is my opinion, y'all. Free read, right? Thank you, YouTube. Oh, y'all welcome to research for yourself. So like, this give or take. Take what you want, take what you need. Leave the rest. But I guarantee you that back to Kenneka, her mama have nothing to do with anything that happened during Kenneka Jenkins targeting. Because it sounds like it started from birth. Like I started from the bottom, now we here. Because it don't start with just like some of the 2% of people that's being targeted. They get a little bit of tactics because they put them on the list, you know, got a rich alliance that got connections, put them on there because they pissed them off. Ain't nothing like that. We talking about started from the bottom, from the birth, bitch. When that ding dong, this is the one. Sorry, y'all, being animated on purpose. Because I see them for what it is, and it should make all of y'all, this one for all y'all that's going through these tactics that I'm speaking about, for y'all who saw those similarities when y'all heard about Kenneka and all of these other people like Kenneka Johnson, y'all, and saw what it was, you should feel valuable. Because, allegedly, they crowned Kenneka Jenkins immediately when they did that to her like that. They crowned Kenneka Johnson when they allegedly wrote that young man up in that fucking mat like that. Because our deeds follow us. And it's a way out. I feel like that. If we do better for people, it's all about us. It's like you can have all that shit. We seen it. We know it. Oh, God. Now, show the angels. Fuck your alliance. This is for the brotherhood, of course, y'all. Show your angels. That's all that really matters, because those are the people that's going to fucking matter when you grow. If you grow, bitch. It's like, why are you trying to impress man, bitch? Impress the angels. Bless people when nobody else see you. Oh, God, you're in the room by yourself. I'm alone in my fucking room. I'm playing my grand piano, ho, and I'm writing checks. Nobody knows. Anonymous Santa Claus, bitch. Y'all niggas need to be more like that. We tired of the colonizer spirits, babe. Massa boys. We tired of that. Yeah, come on, make me an example. That's fine. Let's put it in the rim. Like confetti, make that bitch spread everywhere. The ancestors gonna see it. Oh, God, they did the wrong one. That type of shit. Then go into allegedly this comic book, start a whole spiritual war, and they wonder why. To the brotherhood, babe. I know y'all be seeing y'all own natural disasters like you know, Hurricane Katrina's and stuff. No DARPA though. I'm talking about your own personal storms that align with things you put these people on the list through. I know they see it. The angels making sure they show us. And these people try to use fearmonger tactics on us when they should be worried about those boys they align to. Because they in a different realm, allegedly. They don't have free will like us. So of course, their needs and wants and different, they work for us. Oh my God, like a police force. Bitch, you work for me? So, they're serving the community. You know, everything around you. They protecting you. Barriers everywhere you go. Letting things in, letting things like, oh God, this gonna give you 5 stars. Let it happen, bitch, open up. They don't see it like we see it, because they ain't nothing like us, bitch. When I feel like I need to say this part. When we dawn in too much on money and material gain and stuff, we miss the perception and love. And that's why we can't be loving and kind to this lady that's grieving still, probably, of course, about her daughter. Instead, if we was trying to help her, you gonna continue no matter how she take it, because it ain't really about her. It's about Kenneka, right? But see, people showed that money is the focus. Even if they right about what they saying about she broke and all of it all, I heard so much stuff. And that's the only reason she's speaking out. No. They made it look like that on purpose. I see that. They made it look like that on purpose. Because really ask yourself, y'all said they gave the lady millions. I can't even remember the amount. So you really think the lady broke? Out of millions, you really think she broke? Or you saying she want to go up some more? And she need a little bit, you know? Promise her more. It's like, because you just showed, like, because we only speak on, allegedly, it's a free read, y'all. We only speak on things we know about, things that we've done, things we've come across paths with. It's like experience. You can't tell somebody, you can't be my teacher, you can't give me homework if you've never fucking experienced it. That's just how I feel, you know, allegedly. So it's like you speak that in existence in action, like you think something and then you say it in action. That so at that point you felt that experience before. That's the only reason you expecting this lady to be exposing the truth about her daughter finally, because she want more money, because she broke. That doesn't make sense. We contradicting ourselves, because they made us so diabolical. Isn't that the new line? They made it so diabolical to make everybody confused now. Even her mom, because I guarantee you, she probably feel punked. Like, where the fuck is Ashton Kutcher now, bitch? She's realizing, she probably still got the same bench. She probably got, what if, let's just say this, what if that lady haven't spent a dime of the millions? Because she can't just, oh, nigga, no, I can't spend it without you. What if she, this free read, y'all. What if it was flip-flop? Then what would be her rant about? The live, whatever. I haven't seen the live yet. I saw other people reacting to it, so maybe I didn't look for it. But what was the negative backlash from everybody about the lady, no matter what it is, instead of the focus on the main? See, this is how they distract people from the main fucking topics. They throw a whole bunch of equations in that bitch and say, figure that out first. Forget about this right now. Then you forget, because it's just like something you said I'm gonna do. You gotta do it now, because eventually you're gonna forget. That's allegedly what they do. And that's exactly what they just did, because everybody forgetting everything now. They forgetting the lady said this in the beginning. I remember seeing the video. Everybody just threw it under the bus. You never heard of it again. She just posted it and you never reshared it like the other stuff you post. Oh, she got $1 million. Like, shouldn't you guys should be GoFunding her too? Instead, why are you mad about her? Like people grieve different. So, but we showing our motives. We showing our real intentions. But it's the campaigning that's being implemented Follow me. Dyslexic with it, but I got you. I'm telling you, this gonna solve a whole bunch of different cases, y'all, because it's giving tactics, it's giving motives, it's giving the play outs. Oh yeah, down to the street theater. Now we gonna get to the ABC part, down to the actors in it, the manipulators in it, to the footage guys, all that. Allegedly, y'all. This free read. And by the way, I don't know none of these people. It's like a blessing and a curse to always know everything. I hate it when people say you think you know everything. No, the fuck I don't. I'm energetic as fuck. Just don't come around me if you don't want me to spill you or read your tea. And this
Kenneka Jenkins' mother gave up the truth about her daughter's death for $3.7 million. She stayed silent for almost 10 years.
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. Why did she start it off like that? See, I just said this.
Mother gave up the truth about her daughter's death for $3.7 million. She stayed silent for almost 10 years and then suddenly said,
Here you go to campaigning.
She wanted to speak out again. Why? Because the money ran out. 8 years ago, Kenneka Jenkins was found dead in a freezer. Everyone wanted to help find the truth, but her mother refused any investigation.
Whoa! No, y'all didn't do that. No, y'all didn't say that. They said everybody wanted to help, but her mom refused. Here go to campaigning. Hush! Give her money. Shut up, y'all, it's a comic book. And then say she the reason that, whoa, you get what I'm saying? It's like they forced her, scared her straight, like one of those TV shows, and offered her the money. She probably didn't even ask. Offered her. We know this is make up for your loss from your we feel like you're giving this much, just make me the conqueror. That type shit. After they just did it to her son too, before that, allegedly, right? This the read. I'm sorry, I hate when the angels do this shit. Kenneka, let's go, babe. Allegedly, these people, this program, right? Programming. These folks targeted her to begin with. Let's not disregard her targeting. This is how they do shit and disregard people and do this and get away with it. Don't disregard her targeting. She has the same genetics as her daughter. Don't disregard her targeting with them implementing this MK Ultra allegedly in this software on her own children. Because what happened, don't disregard what happened to her son. I'm sorry, y'all. Or maybe I got it wrong. Let's see.
Into her daughter's death. She took $3.7 million from the hotel and signed an NDA. That NDA even stopped her from saying her daughter's name. She admitted this on Facebook. For years, many ordinary people watched the footage frame by frame. They zoomed into reflections in glasses. They studied every detail. They tried so hard to find the truth for Kenneka. But the person with the most power to speak used the settlement money and lived well. She never put any pressure on the hotel. Now she says she still hasn't received Kenneka's clothes, phone, or
Here go to campaigning. Here go to campaigning.
But the person with the most power to speak used the settlement money and lived well. She never put any pressure on the hotel. Now she says she still hasn't received Kenneka's clothes, phone, or...
Did she just say that? Dark Story 88 V, babe. I can't believe I'm disgusted. Hold up, I gotta play that back.
They tried so hard to find the truth for Kenneka, but the
Boy, we
person
like
with the
sponges
most power
out
to
here,
speak
bro. Hold
used
on,
the
let me put it
settlement
back.
money, and years many ordinary people watched the footage
Society
frame by
is
frame.
dreaming.
They zoomed into reflections in glasses. They studied every detail. They tried so hard to find the truth for Kenneka, but the person with the most power to speak used the settlement money and lived well.
Damn, that shit must hurt. Coming like it for little mama, mom to hear this type of stuff like this. Like, how dare society blame me? She should write a book about this shit. Yeah, make them say whatever the fuck, bitch, and put it in bold print. The targeting of Kenneka Jenkins, bitch. Because that's what it was.
Pressure on the hotel. Now she says she still hasn't received Kenneka's clothes, phone, or personal items. Back then, everyone searched for answers, but she refused. People risked their lives for the case.
Here we go again. Campaigning, but using the same lines. They don't know how to switch up. And to those who have that eye to see all of these tactics, we recognize it right away. So here we go again. She's overplaying what you just said. The tactic you used of saying that this lady rather take the money to live lavish than investigate for her child, that she didn't even put pressure on the hotel or anyone or anyone that was investigating. She didn't put pressure. She would rather live lavish. And then say, how dare you say, wow. That's when you know. That's when, see, I like I said, I once felt like some, you know, she maybe I thought maybe she's an Eastern Star, maybe she is, maybe she ain't, but I always, you know, felt like she was being played. And this is confirmation. This is the Brotherhood.
But she stayed silent. Now the money is gone, and she came back asking for justice. If she wants to break the NDA now, she should just say it. But she should not act like a victim. No one forced her. She was paid to stay silent. If she truly wanted justice for her daughter, she would never have taken that check.
What? That's when you know. It's just like, let's pause it. Just pause it. We tell on ourselves, y'all, and I ain't taking up for nobody. I want justice for baby girl, in a way that it sparked millions, because her case is tied to so many other ones that were manipulated like hers. Listen, damn, man, hold up, that really hurt my feelings just now. That really hurt my feelings.
Kenneka Jenkins' mother gave up the truth about her daughter's death.
Hold up, y'all. Oh, and let's give a disclaimer, because I don't know if she's an Eastern Star or not. I don't know why I said that. I don't know if she's an Eastern Star or not. And maybe, because like that's how I feel, maybe if she is one, she was tricked, because I believe in most of these sororities, most of these low-level people that's initiated in, they don't get told everything, allegedly. It's more higher level ranked people that know these tactics are going on, because they may have unwillingly participated in something they didn't know they was participating on, because they was in the vicinity with them, right? I'm saying too much.
Back in 2017, there was a sister who goes by the name of Kenneka Jenkins.
Okay, so this is guy Big Kish Reacts. And say Kenneka Jenkins' mom just made things worse.
That passed away was found in a freezer in a hotel. This had
And let's skip it.
in the world know that it was foul play involved in Kenneka.
I didn't want it.
And received $3.7 million in compensation. She sold her daughter's life for all of Chicago.
Let's get all of that.
We know what's up, but she been scared this whole time. Let's check it out, y'all.
She gave up the truth about her daughter's death for $3,700,000.
Are you guys noticing the campaigning right away?
Now that the money's gone, she wants justice.
Because they like it's always about money with this Brotherhood. I don't care how much they have, y'all. This is what I see. They have to make you feel bad if they have to even give you anything. It's like these stingy ways that they operate and move around is really karmic to them. Like I said, back to the angels that this is alleged, y'all. Back to the angels that can see, for one, see us and what we do, but also smell that aura field on us. It's like smelling green leaves that give us oxygen. It's like smelling like Christmas trees, pine trees, and then, oh God, you smell like shit. You know? It's like I could be musky and still smell like pines. And you could just have taken a shower and you still got this type of cannibal stench. And because it's in the aura. It's in the pores.
8 years ago, Kenneka Jenkins died in a dark, damp freezer. At the time, all of Chicago was helping her family uncover the cause of death and find the killer. But Kenneka's mother refused. She turned away all offers of help, refused an investigation into her daughter.
I stopped right here. They showing the video of Kenneka walking down the hallway, and it was mixed emotions. It's is for people not touching. So let's get in here. Free read, y'all. Like when I see this young lady walking down the hall, and I get it. People were coming up with so many conclusions. It was role playing. It wasn't her. It was other people for some reason. Maybe some of these clips feel a little distorted to me, but I believe it was her. Let me tell you why. It's giving me, when I was trying to get my, only difference was I wasn't told up. Like, you could tell they spiked allegedly. It don't look like a regular, you know, I've seen people, and I don't drink, but I've seen people you know, drunk allegedly, and they won't act like that. It's more of a letting it happen type of drunk, slogging on the wall. This looks like an escape. Psych detective, y'all. This looks more like an escape, and oh shit, I noticed it right before it started to pour in to me, like, oh, somebody spiked me or something. I always felt like that, but I'm really seeing it here when I see this video. That's why I stopped it. Like, she was trying to get the fuck out of there, and allegedly, you could tell that she doesn't feel like she's even safe to go. Like, let me say what I'm trying to say. You could tell that she can see that either there's hotel staff, authority figures, maybe allegedly, I'm just giving hypotheticals, maybe police, maybe like, just, it looks like she's, or Michael Myers, y'all.
Death, signed a confidentiality
But no friends, no regular guys, no nothing like that, right? She from Chicago, so she won't be running, because what I'm explaining is she's definitely trying to save herself, get the fuck out of there, get to her car, get somewhere in the front. This is what she's doing. She's not what people said. That's not what's happening right here. But she's running from someone.
Received $3.7 million.
She's running from someone.
She sold her daughter's life for
people,
just $3.7 million. Over the years, her life visibly improved. She wore designer clothes, carried luxury handbags, and drove cars she could never afford before.
Here we go again with the campaigning, showing you the motives behind why she's being campaigned to begin with, being about money automatically. Why are we still talking about any money she got when it comes down to what happened to her daughter? We should be saying that's not enough. She needs more. But the fact that, because regular people would be saying this, right? If we were we the people were really the ones campaigning this coming from the brotherhood. This is what I'm trying to explain. This is what I'm exposing. That the fact that they're trying to frame the lady for what they did allegedly to her, to piss her off, to her children.
She's stepping forward, demanding justice again. Why? Because she squandered every last cent of that $3.7 million. And now she's exploiting her daughter's death to demand more money.
Wow, she said exploiting, as if we said, okay, this is what I did is free. This is alleged. When they, because they give these some of these reporters are in alliance with someone connected to this program, y'all. So before the quick disclaimer. So what this reporter was given for the mask, this is like fall in, bitch. This is the playbook. This is what it is. You heard it here first. Type of shit. What she's explaining is that, hey, we gave her the money and it still wasn't enough, and she still opened her mouth. She said it like that. She told you about the money. She took all this money, didn't care about, you know, and now she want to exploit her daughter. This is campaigning.
How utterly despicable, isn't it? When everyone wanted to uncover the truth, she refused. When Zach TV died trying to investigate her daughter's death, she remained silent. Injustice again. Why? Because she squandered every last cent of that $3.7 million. And now she's exploiting her daughter's death to demand more money. How?
Dang. Father, forgive me. I hope I'm not wrong. That right there was disgusting. The fact that they tried to not only mock her mom about the money, mock her about trying to get justice for her, because from what I see, she was talking in codes the whole time and never shut up if people really was listening. She was talking in codes the whole time, saying, "Oh nah, I'm gonna get justice for her. I know." You know what I'm saying? So at some point, when she started demanding fair funds and all the burials and things, she was saying, making them pay for stuff, and it was like, she got all that money, why she don't pay for it? No, she was. What I saw, what I felt as a mother, like, give my baby all she worth, bitch. This ain't enough. So if she said it's not enough, which we should have been saying it too, because listen, allegedly organs are expensive. We're talking about targeted individuals for their genetics, right? They did that to this young lady. So are you telling me that was enough of taking her off her path, not letting her complete? If you wanted to get it, wait till she's done with it. Let her give it willingly, cause so you could get that good karma, cause that's the real how the tribes really work. See, my ancestors never really get, see, I'm allowed to say this now. My ancestors never, when they sat down to study our ancestors before the Columbus settlement and pretended to befriend them, allegedly, y'all, cause this is where the brotherhood started. They didn't tell them everything, like the spiritual ties to certain things. Like, they showed them how to build shit, but they didn't tell you the energy and how you should build it and where you should build it, what time you should build it, what space. They just told you what to do. Okay, y'all, so we had some technical difficulties, and I don't even know how far off I was when the hotspot went out, but I was talking about Zach, because this guy is talking about Zach and how, you know, they feel like maybe he lost his life trying to justify Kenneka, and then some people feel like that this was street or something, so he was just giving his take. And I said, I feel like this guy had no clue about this organization at start, and at some point he realized, oh, allegedly, y'all, this is free read, he felt like, oh shit, corrupt officials, like he gave me like Soldier Boy vibe, not the real, not Soldier Boy, I'm talking about like an actual Soldier Boy, cowboy vibe. He gave me warrior vibe, like, oh shit, with the little sis, or whatever type of relationship he had with her, if he even had one with her. But it's like when you meet people and hear stories about people, you get drawn to them based off how you live and how you feel. And I felt like this guy noticed that corrupt shit really happened to her, and he was contemplating on just saying it online. And this is what I think it cut off. I was saying, I feel like they would have, allegedly, they would have never, the brotherhood would have never sent that hit on Zach TV, allegedly, right? They would have never did that if he would have just said it. And this would have been a two whammy. This would have been a monument moment, right? Because he had the subscribers to do it, right? Because before they block you, throw it out, take it out, you said it. It's the internet is forever. It's like they could take the page. See, that's what they forget. Shout out to YouTube. Like you could ban them, block them, and it's like, why do that? You showing your true colors. You showing that maybe, you know, that it's like you show that. But if this guy would have said that, and then if they did something to him after he done said it, like, hey, look, because what he really should have said when they started playing on his phone, hey, look, I think this what happened to little mama, because I'm seeing this shit like some high up type shit. Motherfuckers doing some strategic shit on me right now, you know.
Out there,
here we go.
You know, when it was real violent. Not saying that it's that violent now.
Then if they would have came out and did that, they would have told on themselves. My girl would have got justice immediately. He would have got justice immediately, and that's something they know, so they wouldn't even touch him. They would have made sure they protected his ass, like Men in Black when he driving, you know.
But when it was real violent
Yeah,
out there,
this what I see, y'all. So we talk about Zach TV.
Okay.
So again, we looking at Big Keish or Kish Reacts on YouTube.
We should all fall back. Step back. Don't talk about it no more.
Now, y'all, here we go right here. Because I was saying earlier in this live, y'all, that they were saying that Zach tried to reach out to her for, like, helping her with a find justice for her daughter, and she just disregarded him pretty much. Just didn't, like, speak on it. Didn't say shit to him or nothing. And I said, I remember this video. Here go the clip. They about to play it. of this lady calling them. You could tell. Now, I don't know if for fact, they did not say that that was this lady, right? But I know that I feel like that was her mom. That was Kenneka's mom, in a panic, because it sounds like she gets some street theater right now. Where she at? Because of whatever you just posted or said. It's like that, because they do that. It's like a family members. Let's take it back, right? So people, actual people that's also being targeted, like this young lady was in her life, right? They mess with your family and friends, like allegedly, y'all, to make them do certain things to you, act a certain way with you. Who knows? To each situation is different, y'all. But they definitely, the lady was warning him, like, look, there's some corrupt shit happening, babe. Don't just be quiet. Like, don't say nothing. Don't. I don't want to, like, I already feel bad. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get justice for my. This what I see right here. All right, go ahead.
Hey, y'all, check it out. Okay. Wow. So you basically say this is deeper than what we know, and we should all fall back. Step back. Step back. Don't talk about it.
So, lady from Chicago, because y'all was saying it was the friends and stuff, it was a lady from Chicago that probably feel like she could beat him with a belt. The kids I'm talking about, because y'all was saying her friends them had something to do with it. The people at the hotel had something to do with it. Y'all was saying these YNs had something to do with it. Why would she be saying don't do it? Step back. But YN, she probably be masked up, got the paint black marks under her eyes, got Vaseline, tied up shoes, like old school type shit. All on the news doing it too. Like, y'all young niggas like campaigning on every block. Peace in the hood, streets too, because y'all said she's an easy star. She'd have been doing all that. No, she sounded like she was scared for her life. Because this, allegedly, this corrupt organization, they come at you hard, babe. And was warning this young man that these corrupt people was on his ass.
I don't know.
Like I said, what he was supposed to do is say it. He just got confirmation. I could see it in his face. You could tell he was wondering this. When she said it to him, it put a puzzle in his, I could feel this energetic. Y'all, I do not know this guy. It's like something ding dong for him. Like, oh shit. That's when he was supposed to tie together the alliance that was in corruption. And you know what I'm saying? With this whole situation and including him. Because now not only did they do it to her and all these other people that he was touching base on, they're also intimidating me right now. He had the platform, he had the money, he could have even took that shit to court. But he let his alliance that maybe he was tied to scare him straight and not realize he had the whole internet in his hands to possibly end corruption sooner than it is now. Because we in exposure. Here we go. So I guess I'll be a Zach TV and finish what he started.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of shaking me up.
I got you, my guy.
A lot of people told me to fall back from this case.
See, I just told you. His alliance was intimidating him, telling him not to talk about it when he didn't realize your opinion matters with everything.
You know, but now you're saying he said people watching me, they watching everybody. Everybody is.
You got Snapchat and you have your Twitter account.
Right.
Person John Coleman, COMM, is the owner.
He's the owner of this social media site.
See?
Every bank.
Thank you, YouTube, baby.
It's a story.
That was confirmation. She felt like it was some corruption going on. I don't know this person that she just mentioned. I'm not saying they corrupt or not. What I'm saying is you could tell that it came from a good place of her telling him this instead of how the alliance come at you and give you scare tactics and say, oh, you better not, that type of shit. No, she was telling him, listen, they own both of us right now. And I don't I don't need you to go down like, cause she, in other words, man, these people fucking with me. I don't want them to fuck with you.
Is that the guy? Is that the guy that's in it? That's, hold up. In the video, it's the coroner and it's a young guy and he put something in his jacket.
I got you, Kenneka. That's it's like that's for her mommy. See, look, allegedly the angels, we get drawn to each other before we pass over. So it's like now in the room, it's like she's still drawn to her mom and seeing how it played out for her own mom now, and seeing how it's playing out for her in the afterlife for her mom now. And it's like, oh no, we gotta get this out. This ain't what happened now. Hold up.
The coroner is related to the hotel manager, y'all. Listen to what's going on. It's about to get deep. Check it out.
Most of these agents and these brotherhood guys, they have their most valuable players working at certain jobs that have motion in the ocean and have all of these highlights and spots that people commute in. They do this for a reason, y'all. So this is the reason why allegedly certain people, and this is why I said this is disgusting how they live. Like, certain people are only allowed to do this, certain people are only allowed to do that. We don't realize the angels see us doing that, and it's not a good look for you. So I feel bad for Zach, because you could tell this guy was on the verge of just saying it all out online at some point. And I hope they played the clip I saw a couple years ago that made me feel like that. You could tell he was at the verge of contemplating it and saying, hey man, and probably was gonna talk about Gangstalking. Oh yeah. But he it's angelic. But he didn't want to ruin his reputation, because people would immediately call him crazy if he said all of that.
She's getting an award from one of the companies that harvest bodies.
Oh, I never heard that part. Hold on, let's go back. This is confirmation.
An award from one of the companies that harvest
Thank you, my angel.
bodies in Chicago.
Shout out to these detectives that's on the money with this. They already see this. Like I said, it's in the knowing now, as most of these people are disgusted with how we've been living. And I'm talking about elite people. And this is why this is being demolished, y'all, and abolished right now. Y'all, you may not see it now, but I promise you, y'all say justice for Kenneka, justice for Zach. Most importantly, justice. Hold up. Most importantly, justice for Kenneka Johnson. Like, I don't hear enough people noticing that the young man was targeted, and it probably didn't start with him. Positive it didn't start with him.
7 to 8 other anonymous phone calls from people threatening me. They said, leave this place alone.
It was street theater in the incident. I gotta pause it and detour a little bit. It's like my energy throwing me off with it's like that was it, 12:22 on the clock. Like, Kenneka Johnson, I keep thinking about that shit because it was ritualistic how they did that, and read off allegedly the brotherhood, and read like vampires off everybody's mixed confusion with the situation and emotions on what may have happened when the whole situation allegedly was staged to begin with. There was probably really no situation to begin with. There was commands and situation that was staged to happen at the right time and during the right time. And maybe I said this in one of my other reads for Kenneka Johnson, y'all, and I'll probably do an updated read at some point. But I feel like it may have happened somewhere in the bathroom or something, y'all. Maybe because I just feel like the space in the gym is not where it happened at allegedly, y'all. It's just psychic detective. Like, I feel like it didn't happen in the gym to begin with, or else they would have like footage of the commotion coming and going from the exes, but because it didn't happen that way, that's why you only saw him running out, and that's the only thing they played, because that is where maybe he was trying to escape. That's how I feel. Maybe he was trying to leave. Maybe he felt like, let me get my shit. And I believe they probably cornered him, maybe in a small space, maybe in the bathroom. Like I said, I don't feel like children, or like I said, we talking about targeting for genetics. So even if they use children, those children wasn't the initiators. The children didn't have issues with each other. Probably they probably were all friends. This is how deep this is, and it ruined relationships. It ruined situations where it could be. Man, I believe they were trying to dispose it, allegedly, y'all. This a read. This is how I feel. I'm not saying this is accurate. Just how I feel. I think they were trying to get rid of this young man after taking the organs, y'all, in a timely manner, to where they didn't have enough time because they were so focused on y'all, bear with me. They ran out of time and couldn't dispose it after securing those organs in a timely fashion and critical, delicate way. That they were planning to take it out in those tubes so it won't be noticeable when they're transporting them out. But they ran out of time. This is alleged. And someone saw it. Someone maybe saw blood dripping from one of those things. Someone maybe saw shoes. Someone maybe saw a lace, maybe a thread, a lock, maybe something that said, hey, something's in there. But it wasn't meant for nobody to see him in there. There's no way. See, this is how you know it was campaigning, how they displayed it online, because even Stevie Wonder could see that he won't be able to roll himself up. And I laugh when I get upset, nervous, different emotions. It's the spectrum in me, so don't take that wrong. But it's me being pissed, realizing that it was campaigned from the beginning. It's like, you know how they campaign the mental health in substitution for the taxes they throw at people and say, hey, no, just slap that label on the ass. That's what they did to him, like in a way say, hey, he did this to himself. That was the campaigning. That was the clue to the people that's researching this. That was the clue. And you'll find those tags pretty much in all of these strategic incidents that were swept under the rug. It just didn't make sense. Like that girl, yeah, I can't talk about that one. This young man didn't have a chance. Because the ties that his, maybe this, I'm just this how I feel. The tie, like I said, everything has a place with this brotherhood organization, because if anything, they protect most of the targets. Like I said, 90% of us are on the list because of our genetic mutations and rare DNA. So they classify you as delicate, and they pretty much want these people that are surveillancing you to treat you as such. So when they go out of line, they get dealt with too. They get in trouble. They get, allegedly, I see this. This is just from based on how I feel. And so what I'm saying is, if they were studying this young man, like, I feel like there's no way they took him out like that. Something went wrong, and what went wrong is that tie to him, because most of our family members have these brotherhood ties. That tie to him, I'm not telling you it's his parents, his cousins, his brothers, whoever, but there's definitely a tie somewhere, and those ties got into something went wrong with those ties, and it was ritualistically sacrifice time for them. And that's what went wrong with so many. That's what went wrong with Kenneka Jenkins. That's what went wrong with Shanika Wagner. That's what went wrong with so many people that get swept under the rug. That's what's happening with me. So I know when I see these cases play out online, and I hear how people disregard them, and I see how they get no views, and they all And like I said, I'm not saying that these organizations, because these people have positions in all of these spaces to be able to do this. Okay. See, I got too personal with that.
Have nothing to do with you. You're putting your nose in other people's business. And now and everybody's been calling private except one number. It was a number that I couldn't call back. You know, it was like a 14-digit, 15-digit number telling me shut.
He's giving codes, but he won't just say it.
Never to release the footage that I have. Never to talk about it.
Oh yeah. What I'm saying is, if you're being targeted, please say it.
You don't post about it, but now you know what I'm saying. You're shaking me up. I think that everybody just giving me warnings to just drop this.
I hear that song.
Drop
Say
it,
my
you know?
name. Say my name.
Okay. These are concerned citizens out there.
Like,
This
if you
was a
being
big
targeted, talk
story
about
back
it.
in 2017. This story was huge.
Okay, so you know how situations happen when you try to get the main man. You fish out situations. This is what you detour and detach. The minute you talk about your targeting with proof and receipts, once you put a stamp on that motherfucker, it don't matter what happens after that. It doesn't, nothing matters what happens, not only spiritually. Let's talk about the spiritual reason why, you know, nothing matters after that happens. And then I'll give you the physical reason why nothing really happens after you put that tag out in the internet where it lasts forever. Like some diamonds and pearls. See, look, the spiritual way is you energetically justified yourself to where that boomerang gotta come back to the truth, playing out in situations where nothing can stop it, from a different generation, from a, oh God, we found this in the woods. Okay, when you physically justify yourself, you put a tag there, you don't know which person's talked to Grandma Nancy and her last words was, put this corrupt organization to rest, they took Deborah, you know, that type of shit. I saw them, they warned me, you know, that you don't know. They don't know these type of situations are happening. Grandpa Bob told Catherine everything and told her to, he knew she was the smartest. He said, baby girl, y'all, this is a comic book, that he said, baby girl, I knew that you would be the one to do this, but Grandpa Bob made so many terrible mistakes. Shh, they're gonna hear you. We have technology, allegedly, y'all. We have technology, we have done so much. See, to the brotherhood, there's some of your forefathers and founders are having these conversations with their great-granddaughters, with some of their slaves. Allegedly, they did that in the past. And they passed down things that you have no clue that was passed down, that they swore in truth that they would never tell a soul, and had to tell somebody before they passed over and said, oh, I could never tell anyone this. But Grandpa Bob, it's my time to go. So I thought you should know. You know, I should play it in the film, y'all. I'm being sarcastic on purpose, but I'm trying to give them the timeline like they give us Street Theater. So I got to give it to them how they need to see it, because these type of situations are allegedly happening. There's Nancy's that I've caregived for. You know, I feel like she's passed over now, so I'll say this. I caregived for someone in the past that told me some deep stories that her husband used to come in, and you could tell he wanted to be good too. He's like one of those presidents that fell in love with a, you know, it's like, oh God. I could see that look on him when he would creep up on me in that house. I was not safe there, but I was there with angels. So I did it every day, 12-hour shifts in Nancy's house, and Nancy told me so many things. And I know she passed over. I know she crossed over because she made things right, especially with the information she said to me. Even realized that I may be related to her, and that I was beautiful. I looked like her folks. In that moment, she realized she may have helped so many corrupt things. It's like now I'm passing over, and you're helping me, and you're doing it with honors. You're treating me, because I treated all, when I caregive, I treated them like royalty. Every last one of them, the ones in trailer park homes and the ones in the mansions, I treated them all because I knew that these were the last days. I catered to them with everything. I read books to them. Some of them probably never read a book in their life when they was up and out, and I read to them, and it was so calming to them. And that lady, I didn't know she was like a philosopher type of person and wrote books for a living. Like, oh my God, you're curing my anxiety to read to me, Valencia. I keep reading. And I didn't know to the end that this was an Eastern Star, allegedly. And her husband was a Freemason. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that much. And I'm in here. But allegedly, he was a good one because he didn't do anything to me. So I had to say that like that, y'all.
Now, come to find out, they were threatening him, telling him that he needs to back off. And come to find out,
See, I got
there's a
you.
lot of people that was concerned about this, y'all. And
I
he
won't say
was
too much.
unalive
You can have
after
that.
this.
See, some of us chosen ones helping their loved ones pass on and transcend in our way of living, and us justifying the things they passed on that money couldn't buy. It's your way of living. I think they should once they realize that, they gonna feel shitty as fuck. This for this whole organization, y'all. Cause they gonna feel like their ancestors when they had those conversations that I speak of, that I had with that beautiful lady Nancy, and they realize, they into realization that they were corrupt as fuck. And now here's that saying that I heard so much, that you never know who you're gonna need. Cause I can't believe this Black and Mild is helping me. Doing too much. At this point, this guy is feeling the wrath of the targeted. He's getting I can tell by his it seems like his heart is pacing right now. He's sweaty. He's in a room where he probably shouldn't even be sweating. You could tell that they're targeting him right now. And this is an example of, I'm gonna keep pausing it, y'all, but this is an example of people that are added to the list, to people that were actually targeted from birth. If you finger dig. To the people that's researching this, that was a huge clue right there. Because this guy was added on the watch list. Disgustingly, they allegedly do this to ex-lovers, people, like, as a punishment, y'all. But see, then we get distracted like a trend and disregard the others. It's like we talking about only Africans when we forgot about all the tribes, because Africans are part of the tribes, right? I took y'all somewhere else. We're all one. One of many tribes.
What he said in his video, because he mentioned that an employee is the only person who would actually know everything. So this hotel and how to access the footage and the security.
So here we go again, him giving codes. Like, this is bigger, this is corruption. But he won't just say it. He won't just say it.
In the hotel. And did y'all remember that video I posted on here on my page of this man in the
Now, there might be some people that had ties to this guy that may have told him certain things. If you come across my video, I mean, no disrespect, because maybe you didn't know either. You were just trying to help him out. But at this point, you can help justify him and justify him and what you feel like he needed to say, and feel like, say, I shouldn't have never told him that. That's how you justify you. Don't worry about what they do.
and he was ducking in the corner and coming out every couple minutes. That
Then you
was
help
an
him
employee
in
of
his
the hotel.
spiritual
He was
realm.
a manager. I'm not sure 100% who he was, what his name was, but I do know that he was on the same hallway that Kenneka was on when she went missing. I highly believe the footage in the hotel was edited by an employee or somebody right there.
Hold up. She said she felt like it was edited. She said she felt like it was edited. Now, like, I never voiced my opinion on this. And I think I said a little piece here and there, but never really dived into that topic. But I could tell certain clips has no energy. And like I said, I'm an energy person, so without like it's some distortion going on. Maybe it was AI, you know, because just like the vaccine thing that happened back when, that happened to me way before the shutdown, y'all, when people had to, before the mask came out. I promise y'all, some of us, they experiment on like guinea pigs before y'all hear about stuff. So maybe that's what we saw. It wasn't none of her friends. It wasn't them. They made that AI person out of that friend probably to make it look like her, or maybe just like. But I feel like maybe that's not even the friends. That was AI, and in certain clips was Kenneka.
And previously, a manager.
And the only reason they needed that AI clip allegedly is because it had to coincide with the storyline of her dozing off, you know, just drunk, walking around the hotel, when really it was probably only a few clips of her trying to escape out of that one scene. That's probably all. That's why I only feel like certain scenes is really her. What we saw was her trying to escape from someone. Yeah, and she was going each and every way because it was several of them. And like I said, if these were friends, remember, she's distorted. She would be going towards them, not running from them. These are probably people that's of authority figure. Like I said, I don't know. It could be the hotel staff. Maybe it could be police officers. Maybe it could be somebody with mask on. Maybe, I don't know. But it's some familiar faces enough to where she's like, holy shit. Yeah. So they implemented AI to make it seem like she was wandering around.
Them people are going to protect their own.
Come together and into a strike.
And campaign, here go the other campaign allegedly. This is why I said this started with her mom, because now they campaign her mom to make her look like she's an unfit mom. This is what they do to me in my life by staging that situation like that, make her feel like a careless mom. They didn't teach her daughter nothing, because they spiked my daughter recently and allegedly stripped my baby. Said they stripped her clothes in front of all of these men. And guess what it was? In front of the lodge. Y'all, I tell you, no lie, I got the scene recorded when I picked her up. To where she said, Mama, they did something to, she was acting that I never saw her act like that. And I say, hey, man, I think they spiked my baby drink or something, whatever. I don't even know what they gave her. But I'm trying to, they advised me and supported my theory of, let me take her to the hospital. Then when I get to the hospital with her, I'm being detained pretty much a little bit PG for kidnapping her. And take against her will. Y'all, they triple flipped it on me. But my smart daughter, and I know I should say this because they mess with your children allegedly, y'all, but she recorded the whole scene and went up to them like, hey, no, we just went to pick her up. Like those people, like, here we go, disregarding what just happened to her in front of the lodge. Here we go. Let's get back on topic.
Now some foul play going on that will put that hotel in jeopardy and lose their license. Of course they're going to protect their own.
Cause what she said was while she was strangling at the beginning of this hospital is, Mama, they're gonna KILL me. I don't want to go in there by myself. I'm gonna take the baby with me. I said, no, let me keep the baby. She was worried about being alone. I said, take your sister with you. They're not gonna let her go up in that part with me, Mom. No. Like, I don't know, like, and I said, hey, well, just go get checked to see if they spiked you, babe, and breathe in, think about it. But I don't like how you talking, so maybe you need to talk to somebody too. And these folks was finna arrest me, hearing me talk like that to her, and hearing her be shady towards her mom because she's intoxicated. And then when they saw it flip, when they tried to come rush me, and that girl over there, they was allegedly using MK Ultra on to make her say certain things that she never really say. Like, all of a sudden you bringing up, you left me in DCF to get touched. Like, why are you talking about this right now? And that happened 3 years ago. I get it, used to think about it, but why now, at this moment? In front of these people, and they smiling while she's saying this stuff. Then when they try to come rush me, she said, no, get your filthy hands off my mama, like, cause she drunk and shit, cause they done gave her something, and she don't even fucking drink. This the crazy part. It's just the people she around. That's why I'm not trying to bash my daughter. I'm showing y'all these tactics, cause they did this to Kenneka Jenkins.
Especially when it comes down to alcohol.
So here I go, talking about it beforehand, cause I see what they trying to do to my daughter. Oh yeah, that she don't even want. She cries. She can't even come here because her baby daddy and his baby mama, new baby mama, stay on the street, antagonize her, got this girl to go to jail after coming here, trying to fight her and stuff, y'all. Took her to jail in front of him type shit. These people coming at the park and be like, trying to just do little spiteful shit. all because someone approached them, because they were all these people. My daughter, she really popular, people love her, she's a sweetheart. That's how I am too. So it's like this coming from people that just switched on her is what I'm trying to explain. And that could have happened too with Zach TV. Someone approached them. I don't know why I feel like that. Someone approached them.
Take the Diddy footage, for instance. For an example. That Diddy situation happened way long ago. Why are we just saying that? Why was he able to pay off somebody to hold that tape? That made him...
So, my guy, my brother, Big Keish reacts. I like what you just said. I'm going to give you a like. Listen. Now you just bought me with this saying it real like that, because, and I don't have nothing against Diddy, even though, you know, I didn't make the band. Listen. Sorry, y'all. Why throw Diddy under the bus? Show the people that allowed whatever he did. At this point, it sounds disgusting. I wouldn't give a shit what he did. How the fuck did that? How did it go on? How did it happen? If y'all saying he's so criminal, he just say, look, Diddy, I'm helping you and you helping me. Listen, why you camping? See, look, I should have titled this video, Psychic, okay, just Psychic Detective. I don't want to say too much. Why? This is why these guys that's forming alliances with these people, whether it's unknowingly or knowingly, unwillingly, or whatever, for whatever reasons, because everything most of these days are about money and living comfortable. And this form of monopoly living made people money hungry like this, and they step aside their integrity just because they feel threatened to live their lives. And I feel like this is what happened allegedly with Diddy. They threw him under the fucking bus, and he probably feel bad. And me reading his energy, he probably feel like punked as fuck. Like, how the fuck they showed me this shit and incorporated this shit in my life too, for me, because he probably was being targeted himself, or maybe he saw someone close to him being targeted. I don't know, maybe his mom. But he felt like he had to do dips and dabs to live by, and call that shit bad boy. You hear me? I don't know. I'm sorry. I just feel like that. But we disregard, we get distracted again from the top guy of who. Where did it come from? Because it was past. He didn't create corruption. Where did the corruption start? What was the root of it? Who allowed this? Which means there's higher power, even more than him, that even incorporated this.
It was holding that tape, watching it, knew I was there and everything.
These things they learn. Like most of these guys, they get inspired by their most higher up, and they go to their parties and see theirs, and I want mine to look like the Oval Office. Oh God, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have those parties in my house. Oh God, he learned it from somewhere. Someone disgusting than him showed him everything they exposing on him. So let's worry about them more than him. Let's actually give him his land back. Put him over there and incarcerate him on his own land and say, hey, we feel like you just need to stay here, but thank you for bringing the boys down. I think I just gave Diddy an idea.
Now all of a sudden we get to see the Diddy tape with him and Cassie in the hallway. Just let you know that these people, they know y'all.
Let's expose it for our loved ones. Shout out to Diddy too. Like let's do this for our loved ones, because this might be the one last thing we could even do for the passed on ones. Like, this is the last thing I could do for you, baby. I'm gonna make this right. I'm gonna expose the shit on some Ray J shit.
A lot of people be getting paid off and they be protecting themselves.
Now want to be something to be revealed.
So the fact that Zach told the world that he has videos of other proof
Justice for
that
Kenneka. We
was
are
unalive,
stepping
rather
into
than it just being an
exposure.
accident that everyone thinks Zach's death itself did make sense, and many people ran with the narrative that it was all game related, but others believe otherwise and state that it was due to him covering her case, and he has a large following.
Blessings and peace for Kenneka, y'all. This the peace she needed. The exposure of what really happened. See, it's like one thing for a natural disaster to happen, the spirits still pass on, and they may not be tied to situations where when people corruptly do things, they get tied to it. And that's why we get most lost souls that we call allegedly demonic and ghosts. But no. These angels don't live like us, even the bad ones that because you make them bad. I feel like this is my opinion, you too. Like I feel like since we tied to certain angels, they live off of our energies. They tied to us. They may, we wake up in a bad mood. We go out and have our day just doing corrupt shit to people. Then they in that energy of protecting you for whatever you doing, even though because they don't have free will, they noticing what you doing wrong based off your aura color. They're looking around at their other peers' aura colors of where they're trying to go at in this spiritual realm, and like, oh man, mine is fucking up, but I gotta keep helping him. He helping you dig, he helping you dig, and digging himself down like, son, but you can't hear him. You letting me down.
There was another woman by the name of Sherry Shriner who also claimed to have a lot of details backing up her theory that Kenneka was in fact unalive purposely instead of the story that they gave us, and shortly after Sherry also passed away. So seeing people pass away trying to
justice for Kenneka Wagner, Kendrick Johnson, Kenneka Jenkins, y'all, and everybody else, especially damn, I almost forgot her name, Sandra Bland, y'all, because everybody stopped talking about that lady. First of all, nobody explained that she was being targeted by how it played out, but I'm gonna make a separate video for y'all because they tried to play me just like her. They put me in the Sandra Bland moment. Oh yeah, only difference is I survived because I got too loud.
That said she was deep diving into it as well, passed away.
Allegedly. I'm gonna give y'all a separate video because that's making me emotional just thinking about it. Justice for Sandra Bland. I got you, boo. I do this for my angels, y'all. They love me. They favor me. They help me in the wind, in the woods. They through the mud.
Inside of a walk-in freezer at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Chicago.
Literally, that's not a legend. See, look, when you move like that, you get pushed out of mud. You ain't got to do too much. You get helped out of winds, below zero, bitch. It's just in your aura field. They smell it on you like a dog sniffing you.
Or in a mixture of prescription drugs. Kenneka was at the hotel to attend a party with her friends.
For some reason, I feel like Kenneka is crowned already in the realm to where she could pass over. She's drawn to this. And this is why so many good people are tied to this. I noticed that people that talk about this, they have good quality. Sometimes I click on their page and look at their private videos, and you can tell all of these people, most of these people that's tied to it, be mostly like tarot readers. It be mostly spiritual people talking about, real life shit. Because this young lady has a good aura field, meaning she's an angel. Like she's not what most of the corrupt organizations' ancestors are, allegedly. Yeah. She's amongst the warrior angels getting justice in this realm still, though. And we here to help her transcend. Like, baby, your battle is over. Rest in peace, baby. In your new realm. I got you, baby, because I've been drawn to her ever since I heard about this story, thinking about my baby Nene, y'all. So justice for y'all, baby. This for you. It's like, I see what they doing to you. I saw what they did to me. I got you too. This the angels. Yeah.
The only thing that always stuck out to me was the fact that the hotel had security.
Everybody turned on me. Just like this with it. I see that how everybody did Kenneka Friends. And I ain't have nothing to do with that shit. When I tell y'all, people was throwing metal trash cans at me, campaigning street theater type shit. So when I see all this shit play out like this online, I know exactly what it is.
I mean, that a young, intoxicated female was able to walk all the way to the basement.
Here we go.
Through the kitchen.
Here we go. Logics right here. If she was really initially drunk, right, she would not have been able to AI those parts that was AI that far. Pretty much the way they spiked that girl, whatever they gave her, she ain't make it out of wherever she was running from, babe. Pretty much. That's why I said she didn't stand a chance. It was multiple people. And we not talking about YNs. We talking about big people. Because she was running for her life.
If anything, it sounds like security wasn't doing their job, and something should have been done about that. I However, it never
Gives me
worked.
that time. Like I said, this is a situation. I was at that resort. I was telling y'all about it, but I got distracted, getting emotional because I remember me being in that enclosure, not thinking I was gonna make it out. I was passing the cavalry. The ship had a cavalry, a funeral home. The ship. I got lost on that fucking floor, y'all. And I just, my life flashed before me, and I was panicking, running. When I saw this shit online, it's not alleged. I remembered. I said, what the fuck? Yes, because this happened right after this, y'all. This happened online right after I made it out of that new big ass resort alive. When that sorry y'all, the Brotherhood allegedly. When that Brotherhood Alliance guy, that good one, because like I said, some of them they grow to have integrity because they get those conversations from their long lost ones before they pass on, and they tell them certain things that make them feel bad and to make them, you know, and this was with that cop, that good cop who told me to take my ass home because something, you know, but he didn't tow my car. He didn't do what the corrupt ones would have did, towed my shit and left me walking in the rain. Yeah, that guy made me park it like a dad. Put it over. I saw the rings on his hands and everything. First of all, let's get to why he pulled me over because he said I couldn't hear nothing. My music was too loud. No, he knew I was going to that place. I had my uniform on and everything. Plus, he even said, "Oh, see you going to work. See if you get somebody to take you, park this car. You can call him." He said, "You know, you can call and say you can't make it. You can't, you know, some shit like that." Like he was telling me to not go there. Period, y'all. I didn't listen to that guy. I did not. I'm finna tell y'all, I'm finna admit this. I jumped in that car still, drove to work. I couldn't miss it. I was trying to, I had a Hollywood payment. I was staying in Hollywood, Florida, y'all, by Hollandale Beach. I had to pay my rent. So I needed that new job because I was trying to get the biggest space. I was trying to get this 2-3 bedroom place. So I needed that job that was paying those big numbers, that because this job was invited to me, y'all. And I got in there stuck and trapped and barricaded the fuck in and couldn't make it out. Sarcasm from the people amongst me that walked by that was staring at me to see, like, gave me that Kenneka Jenkins vibe. But I got too fucking loud. Made somebody open one of the doors and I ran the fuck out. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm going too far.
The only people that received any blame for
And then
anything
Kenneka
that
Jenkins
went down
situation
was the
posted
fight,
online.
which I feel they also was a bit suspect and knows more than what they was telling. We know
Therefore, let me know that the same tactic happened to that girl. It was happening to me, and it happened to so many other people around the same time too. Because this happened around the same fucking time. Boom, they was expecting me that to happen to me. Probably said I was drunk going to work, playing at the bottle in my car. Because like how I was running, it looked like something was wrong, and y'all, I'm a geeky person, so I was panicking when I saw all of that shit turning the other way. Oh, all of that shit. Y'all on the spectrum. Y'all don't give a fuck. I'm embracing myself. I was lost in that place, y'all. It was a big ass fucking resort. When I made it out, I ran out out of breath. You know how you stop somewhere like you just ran a race and dropped to your knees? I stopped and thank you, Father. I was praying because my life flashed before my eyes. This young lady didn't make it out.
that goes. And fast forward to today, Kenneka Jenkins' mother has spoken out via Facebook.
Hold up, and I knew that they was playing her friends when those people gave her a job offer like mine, bitch, and they was posting that she had a hotel job. That was confirmation.
She was shot on social
Okay, hold
media
up.
after admitting that she was silenced. And honestly, I would say she was.
She lucky she made it out. I don't know, y'all. Cause allegedly it looked like they was finna start up on her ass too. Oh yeah, cause it looked like little mama may have some or her child or something. They may have these rare mutations, and for some reason I don't know. I ain't gonna say that. I keep that shit to myself. But yeah, when they offer her that hotel job, I don't know the young lady's name.
She took money rather than justice for her daughter. So some people are on the fence about her statements. Because in one breath, people are understanding that she was silenced, but then others feel that no money in the world should compensate for something happening to your child, and you know something is wrong, but rather not say publicly.
Here's another clue. Let's start right here. I like you. Listen, here's another clue. This gave me these corrupt ties. This gave me this alliance. When I saw that same playbook, like I said, they like the devil, allegedly. They use the same tactics. They just flip it like you flipping a $100 bill. They flip those shits and use it in different multiple ways. Cause it's like what works, we gonna keep using it. That's they campaign this type of shit to you. So like some pyramid shit, like the whole argument in there when I got hired, like when I first started that day, that was my first week starting, I think. So it was like the 4th day or something, I don't know. I didn't have the right shoes, y'all. And they highlighted this amongst others. And some even laughed because my shoes wasn't the right shoes. It was too, they said it was, I wore fancy shoes to get dirty, like that type of shit. So here we go again, playing out all of the decoys that they use, the props they use to make stories stick and sell, to fit certain profiles, and mine would have been, let's speak it in existence, so it never come back, right? Like some Final Destination shit, because Energy has to cross back, and they did ritual shit on me that day. They was gonna say I didn't wear the right shoes at work, y'all.
Even though we already know it was foul play involved, her saying it is basically just confirmation because it's coming from the mother and not outside. So we're gonna get into what the mother had to say.
And then they would have used that cop's dash cam to punish him when he told me not to go. As in, I was a criminal person, did listen to that officer going, they would have played all of that, y'all. I made it out. Here we go. This is something that they never wanted nobody to know. Yeah, what happened to that girl almost happened to me in 2017. Or 26, whatever year that was, that happened, that I got hired at that resort.
So we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
The settlement is reached in Kenneka Jenkins' wrongful death lawsuit. She was found dead in a walk-in freezer at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Rosemont back in 2016.
So, wrongful. Here we go again. This give me clues. This is when I started being my psychic investigating ways. When my friend passed away like that, I started investigating angles and shit, just everything. Like, so here we go. Why was this? This started from the top and not the bottom, right? So why was this allowed? Like the Diddy trial. Like, why was this allowed to be considered accidental or anything like that? If all of the details from, yeah, we see the wandering, but we not going to let that distract us. Because from what I see, even Stephen Wonder could see she was running from someone, and nobody said that you could tell she was doing that. They let out so many other distractions so that people can disregard the real truth that she was running for her life. And some of those parts was distorted. But see, we didn't know about AI then, so we didn't know it was AI then, but we know that now. But back then, we definitely noticed that clips was edited and distorted, that even people came up with conclusion that it looked so different from Kenneka that they thought it was her friends. Oh, follow me, y'all.
17. Surveillance video showed her walking near the freezer, and today, a judge denied a motion to keep the details of the settlement sealed.
Why is these details sealed? Because someone, not the whole government, someone in this alliance, in this organization that were targeting her for her genetics, allegedly, her rare mutations in her DNA in certain organs, right? They didn't want this exposed, that so many other situations, hotel situations and organizations that they own that have large communities participating, like coming in and out. They've been doing this all over the globe. And if this Kenneka Jenkins situation is going to exceed, it would have did it back then if we all would have played our cards right, especially the people close to her that could have said something, right? I'm sorry, I gotta say that. Just not be afraid of nothing, fear no man but God, and just say what you felt. Kenneka Jenkins' situation would have been exposed global corruption. That's how powerful her energy is.
The issue is expected to be revisited in court next week.
Now, Kenneka Jenkins' mother would take to Facebook to say, quote, "To whom this may concern, I still don't know what happened to my child's life, clothes, shoes, cell phone."
Kenneka, baby girl, you were beautiful in this realm, and you're even more beautiful now and then, baby.
I've been promised lies, as if once this case
To
is
speak for millions, babe.
never talk about my child.
That was in corrupt
As you can
situations.
see, over the years, I wasn't near as vocal as I am today. So after this post, I might be back in court
With a smile on your
again
face.
soon, because I was tricked by it. They will give me answers, give me her clothes and her cell phone, and anything that belongs to her.
So why are we saying? See, look, this is the campaigning again. This is where they're showing their true colors. They're showing that this lady is the actual target first, because they're mocking her. They're showing these clues. They're mocking her, saying now she's asking for the phone and stuff. No, I remember clips, and I'm not taking up for her, y'all. Some stuff I don't agree with how she acted, but everybody grieved different, so I'm not judging her at all. I ain't even touching topics on it. But what I'm saying is, don't play that game like that, because that was the first thing she was saying on the news. That was the first thing she was going off on everybody that she thought had the phone. Where's my motherfucking car keys and my daughter's phone? She been saying that. It's just nobody listened. Nobody answered her. Nobody gave it to her. Who else has the fucking phone except the people that want the evidence gone, bitch? Okay, hold on. I'm going too far. It's my angel speaking through me.
Once they finished investigation, allegedly people weren't trusted.
Allegedly.
They told me that somehow Kay got out the back door. I never heard how what your door could get.
They said allegedly Kay, meaning they talking about Kenneka, right? She got out the back door. Why did they phrase she got out the back door? It sounded like she was running from some people.
How? What? They never told me how or when. Allegedly, they never told the media. That's why I know the media will lie allegedly, so I can invite any of you to go.
For some reason, I feel like there was a higher up invited to the party. Maybe these girls were doing some stuff, shady stuff, and the angels, when they cross over, they admit they implement that whole Pono prayer, the Hawaiian prayer of taking accountability, and they have no type of bias to it. And this is her accountability into whatever they was into that day that put her in the situation of people that may have harmed her. And someone, a high elite person, allegedly was invited at this moment, came in, and this young lady got into some type of scuffle situation, maybe, I don't know, and tried to escape, tried to fucking get out, y'all. And I believe they put her, like, they got her out of the room of her friends, her actual friends, and this is why they may feel so bad. But I think
I was in pain going through my cancer battles.
This is why everybody saying what took them so long to look for her, because she wasn't in the same room as them. Yeah.
For hours and would not let us go until we said what they wanted us to say. They made us accept what they wanted.
Maybe somebody went to check on her, maybe go in there because he's doing something shady, maybe, I don't know. And she gone. And that elite person said she flipped out on me or something, like she's drunk or whatever. She said she's going in her car, maybe she's going to she's getting the breath fresh air, she's doing whatever they said to them, made them kind of lax. And then they like probably felt like this is a free read, y'all. Felt like, wait, she's still motherfucking gone. Hell no, this ain't she would have came back type shit. And that's when they panicked, because this has nothing to do with them.
I'm literally living without my child when I'm rising above.
This has nothing to do with her mom. This is my thoughts though.
P.S. I was made to do a recorded video hours after we were held during one of my child's birthdays. At the same time, I was sitting.
One of her child's birthday. Okay, so I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna look up. Cause see, here we go. It's in the spirit. I gotta talk about her brother that was targeted, because the mom genetics got both of them targeted. So let's talk about that. Hold up. Let's I don't really know what really happened to her brother. This is my officially first time ever typing Kenneka Jenkins brother. So let's see. Okay, I don't really see nothing that talk about her brother. Let's see, Kenneka Jenkins twin or not. Where's Kenneka Jenkins brother? Whoa. Damn, he look like me. I look like, whoa, he have my, and I'm not trying to be funny saying that. This young guy look like he could be my son. It's definitely genetics. Let's see if I can find a video on what happened to him. Let's see, twin, that was on me for brother. for a scene video of Kenneka Jenkins. Okay, so that's she just said that's gonna be for boyfriend. So like, okay, let me get off. That's not so. I don't know. I may have to come back and do another video. I had to search and see. Unless y'all know what happened to Kenneka Jenkins' brother, and y'all got a clip, y'all could send me, so I could go back and look into it, and I'll react to it on live too. I'll wait. I won't even click on it. I'll just react to it on live and give you my live read on it. But because I never, honestly, I just heard a clip long time ago of somebody briefly saying her mom lost 2 children or something like that. It said something, and I'm like, damn, something, it was giving me my clues and ties that I feel like the whole family was being targeted to. So, and it's about DNA, y'all. So, you want to see this? Keep running. Okay, so I think I'm done with this, y'all. See, I move off the spirit, and I think I'm done with that. I think I'm done with that. No weapon martial possible. What's Kenneka Jenkins' revenge from Corey Williams? 11 days ago. I don't know, y'all. I think I'm done with it, but let me see.
The low-end device can help you hack your metabolism. It tells you what to eat, when to eat, and how to manage your metabolism.
This is really neat technology.
The mother of Kenneka Jenkins. Yeah, we all remember that story. The girl walked in the freezer and then died. Somebody.
Sorry, I gotta skip it a little bit. So this Truth Teller TV.
Agreed that maybe what happened was it was a restaurant opening up inside of this hotel.
So I did hear somebody say that there was like an alliance tied to like a harvesting facility in the hotel, y'all. So here we go again. Here's more clues that this was targeting, and this was about organs.
And they was doing construction and left a freezer open and shit. And she went in there and they closed it.
And for some reason, this is alleged, y'all. I'm definitely not telling you this is accurate, but for some reason, I feel like, damn, maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't know why I feel like maybe allegedly the space is used specifically for that. I'll just say that.
And instead of this being some mystery of her death, this was actually a death.
It's like a vacant property that you leave vacant so you can surveillance in it. You know what I'm saying?
Shit like that. So they accepted this settlement.
No reservations.
Kenneka Jenkins' mom recently went to social media and said that is not what happened.
I guess I'm sensitive before I go in. So I have to come back out here.
They were forced in videos and forced to do videos, record videos.
He said they were. Hold up, what did he say? He said they were forced to do videos.
Years later, Kenneka Jenkins' mom recently went to social media and said that is not what happened. She said, she only agreed to that and settled with that because they were forced to say that. They were forced in videos and forced to do videos, record videos, say this and say that and all. Kevin said she still don't know what the hell happened to her baby. She not agreeing with that. And she said she's going to be sued. She knows she's going to be sued because she signed the disclosure.
Oh, wait. Hold on, let me pause because my car. She's saying that she signed it. He said her mom signed the NDA, so she may get sued for saying what she's saying after they made it. And that was, see, here's another tactic though. They telling on themselves now. If they sue her, this be proof of whatever she's saying. And she need to feel free to just say whatever, right? For the justice part. But they really telling you and telling the world if they do anything to her, as far as suing, whatever, retaliation, whatever, they really telling everybody like, hey, this, like this really, you gotta speak on it. You can't hold it in.
Accepted that money, so she bad.
I gotta
you know.
roll me some
Subscribe to my
roaches.
YouTube channel and read this. A lot of people thought Zach TV died of this. You know, Zach TV didn't die
So
from
you,
this case.
oh,
I get what people were
okay,
saying because his
okay.
death was mysterious around this time.
So
Read what the mom said about the
see,
Chicago
see
police
now this is
and
where
everything.
people is confused now with him even thinking that this young man, uh, demise wasn't connected to Kenneka is really crazy. But this is how they work amongst uh the audience with these certain stage scenes and things they say and do, because his situation definitely had everything to do with what happened with her, because he was thrown on, like I said, most people, he was definitely targeted. I explained and broke down when he was speaking about certain things. It was proof that his targeting had started. He may have never at some point, like I said, he figured out, hey, this some corrupt people did this to her, man, and these boys keep playing on my phone and stuff now. So so for him to say it wasn't had nothing to do with her, he's saying that no corrupt organization had anything to do with this. This was street. No, nobody, everybody from what I even know some people that know him personally. People spoke highly of this guy. And from what I see online, from the, you know how people used to say, "How is this guy?" You could tell he not really about that life. I seen so many videos, y'all, before this happened to him. And how is he able to go around all of these people like that? That's because people respected him, which means nobody was finna do what happened to him. Oh no! If anything, these boys was trying to get a video with him. Oh yeah, most of these people were trying to get him to interview them. They were probably gonna pay him whatever they had to get. They was trying to protect him because he was like the culture for them, y'all. So for them to say uh that Zach TV was going through street beef is showing that this has been covered up for so long, because so many other people's situations have been staged the same way like Zach TV's was, and we end up saying, oh, because he was living like that, or they do that on purpose. Okay. Oh, this is stale. Okay, say I made a video. Wait, I was made to do a recorded video hours after we were held doing one of my child's birthday. Also, so it's I put the video down there, y'all. Y'all want to read that, because I get emotional and stuff like that. I think she trying to say this is corrupt. That's all. Damn, I'm sorry. I should have read it, man. Let me read it. Let me read it. Let me read it.
Chicago police and everything that happened after this.
Okay, so it say, to whom this may concern. Let me turn my light off so I can see what's behind me. I got too comfortable. To whom this may concern, I still don't know what happened to my child's life. Clothes, shoes, cell phone, hair, and the list goes on. However, I have been promised lies, as if once this case is over, I was forced to never talk about my child again. As you can see, over the years, I wasn't near as vocal as I am today. So after this post, I might be back in court, as if she's saying, they're gonna sue me, but fuck it. But I will be getting sued because I was tricked by them, by their will to give me answers. Oh, see that's confirmation. Give me her clothes and her cell phone and anything that belongs to her when she passed. She didn't say passed, but I'm gonna say because she passed over. When she passed, that was on her body. That was a lie. Once they finished investigations, allegedly people I trusted, they told me, and again, I'm start right there. She's talking about the alliance that has these ties that got her family in this situation to begin with. So they told me that allegedly, they told me that somehow Kay got out the back door. I never heard how which door could get out, but this is what she said, y'all. But they never told me how or where. Oh, let's go back. They told me that somehow Kay, as if she's saying somehow Kay did get out. Okay, So she's like, oh, and this is her realization of everything. Like she feel like she was punked, y'all. This what is coming in. They told me that somehow Kate got out the back door. I never heard how which door she could get out, that she could get out, but they never told me how or where. Allegedly, they never told the media. That's why I know the media will lie allegedly. So I can't invite any of you to go. She's saying so y'all can go ahead and talk about it now. I guess allegedly, I was in pain going through my cancer battles. Whoa, it's another hint that she's being targeted. I have to talk about that in another video. I just say that because of me and my cancer issues. So let's see another puzzle piece. So some more doors are opening to people investigating this. Maybe you see these labels they slap on people and things, situations, and uh let's go back. What was I? They forced us, had us in rooms for hours, and not let us go until we said what they wanted us to say. They made us accept what they wanted to give us. I'm literally living without my child. Missing love. Hold on, I gotta get the next slide in. Let's hold on. Okay, so here's the last part. I was made to do a recorded video hours after we were held doing one of my child's birthdays. At the same, oh man, I let it go too fast. So it wasn't Kenneka's birthday. She said one of her child is read over. I was made to do a recorded video hours after we were held doing one of my child's birthdays. It's another clue. Targeting when targeted individuals, family members are being implemented in the targeting. She said it's a clue. She was at one of her other children's birthday and had to make a video about Kenneka. At the same, and it's what she said, at the same time, I was sitting in a meeting about another child who wasn't even living, meaning her now, another child. She's probably referencing the son now. So here you go. They did this and with confirmation. They like to use number 3 and number 6 a lot because it's ritualistic. It holds a lot of power. Y'all, two or three come together. They know this, so it's disgusting. But they literally ritualistically mocked her with all 3 of her children. Here we go, and I say it again, because she said I was made to do a recorded video hours after we were held doing one of my child's birthday. At the same time, I was sitting in a meeting about another child who wasn't even living. I had nothing to give my baby that day, but I knew a surprise was waiting. Hold on. Phone timed out. But I knew a surprise was waiting. What was I? Once we left that meeting, before the rain came hard, I stayed quiet long enough, but at this point, I'm simply speaking my truth, respectfully, clearly, and without naming anyone. Now let's make Americans great. Try to tell someone with honor and nature. Say mother of Kenneka. Who is this? Max B. Brother says paperwork coming next. I gave him 2 week head start. Paperwork coming 11/27. Well, who's this? Who is this, y'all? Max B. Max B. Brother. Are they related to Kenneka? Say less. Who was that person that was talking? Are they close to Kenneka or anyway, or Zach TV? Maybe they're being targeted too. I'll just say that part. So I think I'm gonna look at another video on and then I'm gonna end my live.
Welcome back to the channel. This is Leave No Witness, and I hope you enjoy this video.
Okay. I can't look at baby girl walking around. This is got activity behind me. I can't look at those videos, y'all. I'm sorry. I wanted to look at another video to see how people uh, realize that this is like ritualistic. If people see the ties and the clues, and I haven't got that yet, so let's see. That one guy video I was just listening to, he was very logical though.
With y'all, man.
So
It
who
is
is this?
Black Balloon.
Black Balloon.
And I'm coming back with another video, man. So y'all already know what's going on. Here,
You got a soothing voice. I'm gonna skip it a little
for
bit though.
anyone else. And what I simply did was type
Sorry,
as
y'all.
no real person attached to it, right?
Okay, let me go back a little bit.
Austin's
I had
made
to skip it a little bit.
flyer before anyone else. And what I simply did was typed in the flyer name and found the photo, and I found this article.
Okay, what's
Check this out, y'all. Because
okay, where's
we
my
really,
lighter?
we really may just be dealing with a psyop, and like I said,
Mm.
Kenneka Jenkins may have never existed.
Whoa,
Or at least
whoa.
that name, as
Whoa.
no real person, right?
Okay, where's my lighter?
Also, I'm gonna
That
react
just
to
really pissed me off. Like, and I'm not saying he may not be right or not, but
that was 2017. So
this
8
is
years ago or so, right?
disregarding the
So
entire
and that,
targeting
someone put that
of
in the comment
Kenneka.
section as well. And it's of a lady talking about the murder mystery and how they're operated. So we're gonna react to that. I'm gonna show that clip here in a second. Let's get into this article real quick. Let's just jump right into it. So this article is about 3 unusual observations about Kenneka Jenkins' death, right? A little bit of backstory, just in case you forgot. Kenneka Jenkins, 19, was found dead inside a walk-in double freezer at the Crown Plaza Hotel.
Again, they like to use this number 19. I see it a lot play out in different ways, different patterns, different playouts. But number 19, my friend passed away when she was 19. They're targeting my daughter heavy. I almost just took her out allegedly at 19. That's certain situations happened to me when I was 19. Like they like to use, it's a certain level tactic that they give you. They did it with Kenneka. If she would have survived longer, I wish I would have been able to see that. Some targets don't make it out when they don't have the right spiritual support around them. They can lead, pretty much what I mean. Sometimes your company leads you into this corruption. So you need protection sometimes. Like, oh, get the fuck out of here. Like, they could have told that elite person that was being creepy with her, oh, no, hell, not like type of shit. They could have bypassed that elite person that was in that room with her that spiked her drink, allegedly. I think I'm going too far.
Rosemont, Illinois, a suburb northwest of Chicago at 12:25 a.m. on September 10th, 2017. By a hotel security guard. She had been recently hired at a nursing home and was looking forward to a promising future while hanging out with a group of friends for the evening. Exactly 40 days later, on October 20th, the Rosemont Public Safety Department closed the case referring to Kenneka's death as an accident while releasing photos of...
Here we go again. Why was it titled an accident like that, y'all? Why are we disregarding that it looked like she was running for her life, even if she was drunk or not? Because it's evident.
Death scene that showed her semi-dressed body.
That lets you know that was a cover-up done.
Though the details surrounding her death only raised more questions.
And why was, so here we go, we can't make it, it's not, what was the cover-up about? It can't be street drama or amongst friends, because that would have been immediately exposed, because it's taking so long to be exposed. It means that there's elite ties.
Circumstances have emerged that may illuminate events that led to the untimely death of yet another.
This ain't no street cover up. This ain't no, this is bigger than any of these YNs can comprehend.
Plaza Hotel.
Allegedly.
In August 2017, the Crown Plaza Hotel hosted Flashback Weekend Chicago Horror Con. The event, which ran from August 4th through 6th, was marketed as Chicago's largest and longest running horror convention, known for our major celebrity guests, innovative programming, and spectacular evening events. We are horror convention.
So is he saying that's what happened while she was there? This horror thing was going on.
Of the American Drive-In and 35mm.
You see, man, I'm getting so much confirmation every time. This is what I need. This is why I couldn't rest on ending the live yet, and I kept searching for it. This is what I was looking for. Shout out to this person, Black Valiants, y'all. I was noticing these street plays. I keep feeling like snuff films or allegedly, y'all. This just free read. Like I feel like the people that's being targeted are also being like, it's like they're not gonna waste this technology just to get one result. They want to get, because they money evolve their minds and hearts. These corrupt people is what I'm talking about. Like, so it's like we gotta get money out of this, and I keep feeling snuff films. This, where am I getting with this? This right here was proof of him showing this little piece saying that during this time this happened to her, because it's why I'm guessing he's bringing this up. During this time this happened to her, this little horror film was being uh premiered, because that mean it was staged prior. This here's another tactic being played out. This is another tie. It's opening up more doors to who and why. Because this, I see this play out in my life with certain stream directors and people would fight certain things and cast me for certain things in the past, and certain things I look back on like, oh shit, that happened actually in my life. So like I see a movie sometimes and be like, oh, that look like that's my life. And the reason why that deja vu feeling you feeling is because they're working off that play field, because they're actually streaming your situation, because they're snuff filming and stuff in the dark web, allegedly. I Hold up.
According to that website, it says the website boasts the attendance of some of the genre's most famous actors, celebrities, and
Because
producers,
Kenneka want people to know that they filmed her,
including Robert
allegedly.
Englund, Nightmare on Elm Street, Sean Patrick Flannery, Saw 3D, Ken Foree, Donna
It's like they're
Karan,
posting this. They're posting this like, I can't believe them in the type of way. This might scare the brotherhood,
Catherine
but that young
Isabel
lady
Hurley
is
versus
in the room
Jason.
like, I can't believe
Attendees
them.
look forward to watching digitally remastered horror classics and participating in costume contests and escape the room activities. What are escape rooms, you might ask? Sinister Visions Inc.
The ritual play in when you see certain similarities with certain targets that's being targeted, that you notice being targeted. Like I said, in the similarity of names, even most of these targets look alike. They seem like, because they're doing these ceremonies on these people. They're using pictures, allegedly. They're using garments. They're using hair follicles. They're using props for, when they do the rituals. Yes, this scare the brotherhood, because they're actually doing this type of stuff, and this is why you're seeing similarities in these situations playing out, and sometimes it even touched them. So it's like, oh shit, that ritual we did, Bob, his son, just played that shit out, oh god, I'm saying too much.
One of the conference's
It's like
sponsors
we fucked up.
argues its Escape the Room game on
Bob,
its
it's,
website
it's
as an
Bob,
immersive experience. Strangers are locked in a room and given 60 minutes to solve.
And allegedly those hot spiritual ones that's in alignment, or in a company of these tactics playing out around them, implementing MK Ultra to make this possible and make it happen. That's why you're seeing so many similar 9/11s, allegedly, because it was orchestrated, right, that way, allegedly, to where now you seeing the people, not only do they favor, they probably have certain similar names and issues. You see similar birthdays, because like I said, they're doing rituals on them. It's energy harvesting when you harvesting organs,
Series
allegedly.
of puzzles, unravel riddles, find a key, and escape.
Can't just use the organs. These boys said we need the energy too, and that's what they do.
All
Sorry
before
guys, y'all
runs
showed
out.
me. Go ahead and pay
As
me too.
reactions to Kenneka Jenkins' death surfaced on social media, video after video was
See,
posted.
what I don't like is they like to document us, but when we document them back, they don't like that shit. Instead of just paying us for our time, like a clinical trial, because that's what this is, right?
Might have occurred, turning Jenkins' death into something akin to an escape the room experience.
That's what this is, right, guys? My chosen ones, right? Ask them, isn't this what this is? A clinical trial? To the people researching this entire targeted organization, this entire gang stalking organization that's targeting civilians, allegedly are putting them through clinical trials, obstacles to harvest their energies, like ore farming them, allegedly, because it's all about those organs that they're harvesting, because they need to know the do's and don'ts and what it won't. Oh.
Only difference between the fantasy adventure the month before.
So when they bid it, allegedly, in the dark web, this one has been through the storm and it made it pumping. It's still going. Look at it. $25,000, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing too much on purpose. But just a little scenario of why they harvest energy when they play these street theater performances and stream them and sell them on the dark web. And then gaslight anybody that talk about it. Acting like the angels don't see them doing that shit, like Kenneka don't see them selling that shit. Like, I can't believe. Here we go. That's why I keep hearing that. I can't believe these motherfuckers. They selling that shit.
And what unfolded at the Crown Plaza Hotel is the reality.
Yeah, this free read, tarot reading to people that may send a wellness check. It's tarot reading, y'all.
Now, in this article, they also go on to explain a 9/11 connection.
You see, I know the tactics they play to discredit people. That's all I say.
September 11th.
I see it.
Just really quick, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but we're mostly here to talk about the
So
murder mystery.
I could understand. Hold on, babe. I gotta stop. I could understand why this mom and maybe friends of because we was talking about Zach on here too. Maybe some of his friends was maybe frightened a little bit, intimidated. We talking about elite people using these fear monger tactics that it's gonna scare you straight, just like the TV show, to where there's no other way for you at that point. You feel like this is the only way for you to go, and then it trick you off your path. And now you looking like the person that started this is like some Diddy trial or Young Thug Rico case when they ain't have shit to do with it. Like, what happened to the people? Why we not talking about who allowed that shit? Not one time nobody said it. Not even once. That's just like when they kidnapped me August 2nd. I talk about this situation a lot because kind of gave me and my ancestors crowns when they did us like that. Yeah, because it was just really fucked up. But they literally blamed it on us, all of us, me, my children, my family, everybody, when they staged it like that, tried to drag us through the mud, turn us against each other, y'all, and mock us. It just wasn't online. And mock every last one of us, each and every last one of us, too. Some of my families don't even know that these people were mocking them, making them sound bad, and I had to justify them and stuff. And I know they justified me, too. That's why I got my kids back, because it's all about who you are. People gonna speak on the truth, even if they help these people, take you down, allegedly, right? It's just what it is, and it's what this lady at. It's like, hey, I don't give a fuck about what y'all gonna do. At this point, what you ain't gonna do is disrespect mine. All right, I got you.
Possibly the biggest murder mystery the internet has ever seen. I mean, what?
So I got 2 police cars. I like to just emphasize on certain things and tactics because it coincides with people like show their true colors when they try to intimidate you, and it kind of justifies me with pretty much a lot of things I shared and said and told about intimidation tactics, and that's highly illegal. So it showed maybe what happened to this mom. Like, she may have had these same tactics happening when maybe she would maybe speak on her phone like, oh shit, I gotta, let me not post that, put this shit down. Like, okay, I got you.
A ritual.
It was a ritual.
The biggest one we can probably
say. Go back. I just told
really
you.
Quick, I'm not gonna read this whole
this
thing.
This is energy harvesting.
We're mostly here to
ritualistic.
talk about the murder mystery
allegedly,
and how they turned that into possibly the biggest murder mystery the internet has ever seen.
Listen to this part.
I mean,
this was
a ritual.
A ritual,
the
y'all.
The biggest one, we can probably say the internet.
And yes, you were so right. This was a huge ritual that maybe different districts allegedly just based off this. I'm an energy person, y'all. Because this was really powerful that it hit so many different people in different states. Like I said, me and her went through the same tactics. Yeah, me and Kenneka is what I'm talking about. We went through the same tactics in different states.
That has ever seen.
At this point, it's no excuse for them wigs. They make everything 13 by 4s that's glueless.
That was confirmation.
Now, the 9/11 connection, I thought was pretty interesting. On Saturday, September 9th at 1:30 a.m., Kenneka sent her sister the last text message.
9/11. So, let's start right there since he said 9/11, right? They like to use these numbers, and I'm not finna talk about the Brotherhood affiliation with the actual 9/11, allegedly. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the number, the reason why that ritual happened, that energy harvesting ritual happened on 9/11, and the reason they use that specific number, y'all, because they use it a lot. Now, understand this. This young lady, they like to blast it and show you too. They literally told us, right? Because I'm gonna tell you about this the time I had to fly on 9/11, and our family and friends, baby daddies, people who told me I was crazy when I had to catch that flight that day. But I tell you what, let's give the ties to the people researching this. We just gonna give it all right because it's too late to go back. So now I had a situation where I was co-parenting, and me and my other spouse was doing as well at that time because they worked us against each other for so long. Oh yeah, I see it, and maybe he see it, but he don't acknowledge it. I do, but we ended knowing. But when we wasn't, these folks tried to turn him against me and didn't know it. He didn't know it. And call me and tell me get here now. Here we go again with the CPS because they illegally took my kids 3 years ago, y'all. Like it was no reason they didn't even have a court order when they took them like that. So that's the real facts too. There's no allegations, no nothing. There's just me going off on guards that were letting prisoners try to communicate with me and my children, asking me for a cigarette. I'm on camera cursing them out, throwing them a cigarette, asking the guards, like pretty much, why give us some fucking respect out here in this bitch. We out here at the park with our kids, trying to enjoy the day. And then they say mom mentally unstable, take me in the padded cell allegedly. I wake up with a bloody nose, y'all. Yeah, in that bitch for 4 days, 5 days straight. And they was in there saying boo in the calm and shoving me bread through a hole and had all my clothes off in a 40-degree room. Felt like probably like how that poor girl felt. Since we talk about Kenneka, we gotta say this. Thank you, pretty girl. They had me in that little cubicle under here we go with the under construction. They use the same stage tactics because all this being filmed. Remember, keep this in mind. All of this being filmed. These people put me in the under construction old asylum floor that was not in use anymore because I didn't know this the whole time I was in there until I got rescued out because my folks kept calling. All my folks. When I got out, they kept all of them. When they told me I was calling them, and my auntie said something that dinged on in my head and said, that's what got me the fuck out. And that's why she's being targeted in her life. Here I go justify my auntie. She don't even know. Like, I noticed they started fucking with her because she was one saved me out, just like they fucked with my mama because my mama saved me that day. They tried to coerce that situation with me and my friend, y'all, and they was mad my mama told the truth. And let me tell you, my auntie got me up out of that padded cell, made them nurses and all of them come down there and get me because I was not finna get out. I was in the under construction floor where it wasn't used in ages, probably a century. What they told me, at 20 years probably. It was an old floor under construction. I heard the people on the floor on top of me. That's how I knew something was wrong. And you could hear like they had to be in the cafeteria. I heard pans and loud chatter and stuff. That's when I started screaming. This real is true facts. Tell y'all, pull up Bartow County, pull my name up, tell them that y'all see those videos. And y'all may cry if y'all see that shit. I'm screaming, saying help to those people, and I got attention. I heard a silence for a few seconds, and I got louder and louder and louder and louder. I promise you. To anybody that remember ever being in Bartow County in jail and hearing the girl when you was in the cafeteria screaming help, that was me. Those people started to banging. I heard this, and at first I was confused with the banging, and like, what is that noise? And I realized, oh my shit, that's them. That's them. They was getting the attention of the guards or whoever was right there. They was telling them, cursing them out too. I heard from a distance. It sounded like I was down in a dungeon somewhere because they sounded so, I can't explain that shit. But I knew something was wrong with how they sound. It was another red flag with me. I knew something was wrong when I heard how far they sound screaming, bitch. Like, where the fuck am I? And Steven next to me. Y'all talk about this a lot on my page. Here I go with distraction. Y'all, my baby say you okay? Y'all, let me tell her. So I'm in there and I heard those people get silent and I started to scream help. and they started to bang it on the wall and shit to get attention of the people to come in. Then out of nowhere on the intercom, before Steven started talking to me all this time, this person supposedly that was next to me. I say supposedly, keep listening, y'all. This is story time. I spoke about it. I'm gonna give another one on TikTok and on here. So y'all, cause this facts, y'all could pull this shit up and get them to, you could subpoena this, cause they was able to subpoena audio clips and stuff. Y'all subpoena this and make them post this, cause this was corrupt. So everything about it. So they was booing on the intercom, can't make this up. When I kept asking them, I had to use the bathroom, and they told me to poop in the hole. It was a little hole, and I never forget that shit. I felt so violated, and threw some bread through a little hole, and it dropped. It was like it looked like somebody. Here I go again, for man. Somebody pranking me, dog. They threw some big block ass bread through the hole with a big sausage in the middle on the floor. That's when I looked like, hold the fuck up. Before I passed out, y'all. Then this guy came, opened that shit. Looked crazy, of a black guy. Um, like dreads with a hairnet on. And looked through that bitch, just stare at me. He didn't say nothing. He just had to look like. And I believe he felt bad for me, and he may have been one of the part of the ones that may have got their attention upstairs to say, hey, I'm gonna help her. Yeah, I think so. I'm sorry if I got him in trouble, but that's angelic. You giving him justice to me at saying this. Look, because yeah, that was alignment. So he just stared at me, looked at me, uh, gave me pointed the drink at me as if he was saying, "Don't drink that shit." The way he did it like that, he was extra as fuck. Like, you see this? Don't drink this shit. Yeah, like I'm about to fucking cry, dog. I was so thirsty. I had sat it there because I'm energetic, and I felt like that boy was telling me not to drink it. He even came back and looked at me again. Didn't say, "Is it?" If I'm energy reading him, he was like, "You straight?" And I never seen him again though. But he came one day. I like one of those days I was there. He came back after he handed me that drink. He even looked at it. He's like a proud ass look when he saw I ain't drink it yet. But I was so fucking thirsty. I drunk a little bit of that shit, and I started to doze the fuck off, y'all. I promise you, I won't lie to y'all. I dozed, I tried to stay up. Steven, the guy I mentioned, came out of no fucking where, y'all. And they did this stage, this moment to make me look paranoid. So y'all, if anything ever happened to me and these tapes come out without y'all subpoenaing it first and they plant me to look bad, and y'all know I said this first, they probably make me stage this, look, follow this, right, make me look like I was talking to myself in that padded cell when Steven was talking to me. Before I tell you why I say that, let me tell you what Steven did. Steven, the angel, kept telling me stories and asking me to talk about my kids and my life and my childhood and track and all that. And in the middle, you gotta keep breathing, stay up, don't go to sleep. He kept switching and saying that, like, you gotta stay up, don't go to sleep. Like, Steven helped me stay the fuck alive. I was drifting off, and at some point, I woke up and I kept hearing say, because he asked me my name. He made me say, so I just heard Valencia. I tell you, no lie. Valencia is like I kept, when I was coming back into consciousness, when I woke up and realized I was sore too. I heard in the distance Steven again after blanking out. Valencia, you gotta stay up, you gotta stay up. Get up, you got it. Like he was rooting me. It's like he heard whatever had just happened to me. He felt so bad and he heard it, everything. And Steve, I tell you a little bit about Steven. Told me he was there for years. He said that he did something bad and he made some people mad and he's been there for months. I believe, I'm gonna tell you what they said about Steven, but I'm gonna tell you why they said this about Steven. They didn't want me to share Steven's story, and I believe Steven is probably not alive no more because he saved my life, and they probably beat him up after they got me. They probably beat him. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting emotional. Sorry, Father, please give me the strength. I believe this, my read, y'all. That's how people get affected, man. I gotta talk about it on this Kenneka Jenkins video, y'all, because this is how they move. This alliance move, bro. Steven told me he been in there for years. He made some people mad because of some bad decisions he made, and he haven't seen his family. He begged me to live life for his children that he didn't see. He said, "Hey, do you know I drew my kids on my wall?" He said, "But you get to go out and draw life with yours." And it made me. I started feeling warm out of nowhere. That's when I noticed I was going into fucking. What do you call that shit when your body freezing, bro? What the fuck? What do you call it when your body is freezing, bro? I did all this time when I was sitting on the floor where I'm thinking I'm just fighting and going to sleep. I was, bro, these niggas ain't right. I was really about to lose my life because my body was having that frostbite thing. When he said that line to me, I started. This is when I noticed that because I felt warm out of all of a sudden. And this was probably angels, implementing angels too, had a lot to do with that, wrapping their wings around me. But at that moment, I started to move and get the fuck up, and I noticed I couldn't move. And I'm like, oh shit, my body was so sore. At that moment, I thought they sexually assaulted me in my sleep because I started saying it. I'm like, oh shit, what did y'all do? What did y'all fucking do? And you could see me in those clips if y'all subpoena this filling my stuff. And I'm asking them what did they fucking do. And they even come in the intercom every now and then. Are you okay, Valencia? The people, the fucking guards in the intercom. Because I was buzzing it and they wasn't answering. And I come back every 10 minutes so it buzz again. Hey, y'all, come on. Y'all know this shit ain't right type shit. And they're boo. And then the next time they come back on, they won't do the theatrics. They're Valencia, are you okay? I'm not, at that moment, these niggas finna fucking take me out of here. And out of nowhere, I heard clunk clunk, a lot of noise, and cause I'm at this point losing consciousness in and out, and I'm trying to sing, I'm trying to listen to Steven telling me to keep talking, it's making me say certain things, y'all, and these people open the fucking door. A nurse, I see a nurse. That's when I realized, oh my god, I was so fucking. I can't really explain this feeling. And they, you know what they told me? They didn't even know I was down there because they was looking for me on the other fucking floor. The doctor released me out of there, y'all. And guess what happened? He said, I've been released you out. Why are you here? They left me in there a few more days. And then my auntie called. At this point, I was on the floor when they came in. I was on the fucking floor. Like almost done, y'all. When they opened the door and that man, I saw the different look on his face from the other time he was nonchalant, just reading fast, like, cause he got a lot, probably had a lot of patience and just not really, okay, yeah, you're good, yeah, okay, clear, left. Second time, he was very concerned now, like looking at, hold your face up type shit, looking at like your nose, he was writing stuff down. Are you know, like, yeah, I passed out and all type of shit like that. You're freezing. Checking my pulse, all that. Get her out and get her out of here. He said that to them real quick, and then I heard him walk off and say, "No, now." And when I walked out, he was still standing there, like as if his moment and this justice in the spiritual sense for that nurse doctor that doctor who refused to walk off without me the second time, bro. He said, "Now." Because they were about to close it again. He said, we got to wait till you clear it. And he said, no, now. And the guard that had all the tattoos on his arm, God bless you. The Christian, the one that looked like he changed, he looked like, that's why looks can be deceiving. He looked like he went through a spiritual awakening in his life. Even his energy felt like that. He was walking and praying with me. And he even told me, I can say this now because I think they probably did something to that guy because he's another part of somebody else that saved me that day. These were angels used him. This guy, he was transporting me upstairs while I'm so big. I'm praying. They made them people dress me and everything. They were finna make me walk out naked. They said, no, dress her down. He said, this is not right. How they treated you. I want you to do something, Valencia. And he was like saying it low. acting like he doing other stuff. I want you to do something for me, Valencia. When you get downstairs, I want you to make a grievance, okay? And he was acting like he was fixing my clothes. He said, what happened to you should never happen to you. Y'all, listen to me. I promise I'm not lying to you. He said, Valencia, what happened to you should have never happened to you. I wouldn't do a dog like I remember his name, and I'm not gonna say his name. I think they probably did something to him. The guy that I was walking in the hall with, if y'all see all of this, that was transporting me with all the tattoos on, that saved my life. He told me some people have disgusting power to do stuff like what they got away with just doing to you, Miss Avant. You are a person. You are somebody's daughter. Thank you, angels. You are somebody loves you. Do you know? This is how I knew my family was calling. He was the one. Nobody else told me this. No one. I spoke to so many other guards. Nobody said this. He said, "Do you know?" He said, "I know a person." He was telling me about his life. We had a long walk through because I was in the basement. I was in the basement. They fucking. This not mental health. This is my story. Y'all, they had me in the basement. They had a spectrum girl in the basement. We had to walk through all these tunnels, all these places to get upstairs, and he was talking. He told them he got me. That's why he wanted to walk with me by himself, because what he was telling me, he was trying to protect his family. And thank you, Father. That man said some people have disgusting power, and they get away with things that they got away with what they did to you, but you're not gonna let that happen to you, right, Valencia? It's like he knew it was already too late for him because he got me out of there, and they probably instructed him to leave me in there because I was freezing. They wanted my organs, y'all. I have rare fucking. Allegedly, me and my dad that passed from a heart attack last year we got the same blood type and same rare mutation because my dad, oh man, my mom didn't have rare mutations too, but my dad has a royal lineage that he shouldn't have, and he passed that shit to me, and they want it so bad. I don't care to say it to people, cause I'm spiritual, so whatever people do to me, I know that it blessed me spiritually before it affect them. So to this lodge and everybody that silence people for speaking on the tactics done to them, it's like, what are you doing for yourself at this point? Because at this point, you can't you one man can't hold that much power, especially when you allegedly, especially when you try to hold power over someone's organs, because that's what you do when you corrupt their lives to take their organs. That is a scary job to have, and y'all should, the whole program should rethink. Here I go helping them out, and they probably might not understand my message to the brotherhood. Y'all might not understand my message until and allegedly until you trying to pass. So I gotta say it like that. God corrected me, until you trying to pass over with my ancestors where they at, and some of your ancestors may go. You don't help. They don't help themselves, allegedly, y'all. But see, look, I'm here to speak for the Kenneka Jenkins and the Kendra Johnsons and my forefathers and my ancestors, my Henrietta Lacks, allegedly, because those are my ancestors. That their cells and their organs were taken from them. So yeah, I think I'm good on that note. Thank y'all for listening.